I'm reacting 24 hours. So Cam to in. I'm not sure. We've got to read the rest. I'm reading this for you guys in real time. Okay. When it could become copyright infringement. Problems arise if you post long off or full sections of their live, add little or no commentary, right? So even a Cam2 ad, they're adding commentary over the Cam2 in. So when someone's Cam2 in, they're not just sitting there and saying anything. They're oh, hello, Adam. There you are, my darling. So they're adding commentary over, you see. Right? Re-upload their content as is. Use it mainly for entertainment, not discussion. So when we play a video, when people are come to and it's a discussion, we're discussing, people in the comment sections are having their opinions on what they're seeing in said clip, or come to in that, you know, narration is happening and people are having their opinions in comment sections, right? TikTok versus the law, important. Even if something is legally fair use, TikTok may still temporarily, thank you Claire, my darling, temporarily remove it, especially if the creator files a claim. That's platform policy, not proof of infringement. So I think this is the last page now. Bottom line, names aren't copyrighted. Talking about someone isn't copyright infringement. Discussing or critiquing a short live clip, usually fair use. Reposting chunks without commentary, risky. If you want, tell me roughly how long the clip is, whether you're talking over it or adding text. There we go, guys. Thank you for that, Lexi. There we go, you see. So let's see what EQ has to say on it.
I'll read it to you. Because I told them all about the copyright thing. So TikTok said, hey, happy Monday, Chelsea. Finally connected with you again. Thank you so much for sharing these details. I completely understand how concerning this must feel, especially given your long and clean record on the platform. I've reported your case internally with all the context you provided so the team can take a closer look at it. They'll review both the copyright reports and appeal statuses to ensure the situation is handled correctly and fairly. This process usually takes 1 to 2 working days, and I'll follow up with you as soon as I receive any update from their side. And then they said, I've replied, it really helps to have your full perspective and the additional context around the trademark report. I completely understand how serious this is, especially given your professional background and clean compliance record. I've added this new information to the case report so that the internal team can review it in the full context, not just as a standard infringement, but with the details you shared about potential malicious reporting. These reviews normally take 1 to 2 working days, but I'll keep an eye on it and follow up with you as soon as there's any movement or feedback. I appreciate your patience on this, and I'll make sure it's handled properly and fairly.
There you go, you see. So our account's being reported, right? Thank you, Steph, my darling. Thank you. Our account's being reported. It's been done maliciously and it's been done unfairly, and our strikes, well, my strike anyway, was a malicious one. So what I've done is I've sent in the footage to TikTok of when they were sat there looking at the phones and laughing, and other live streamers stating that they are the ones that are helping. So it's all been sent in to TikTok. So when I say we, I'm speaking for myself here as an FYP host. I am doing commentary over the videos. Thank you, Julie. My videos are short. I'm not putting slanderous accusations out there. Everything that I am doing is just journalism and for, it basically for entertainment reasons. It's not slanderous in any way. Do you know what I mean, guys? So, there you go, you see. Right, am I to show you what the strike that I got? Let me show you, guys. Let me show you. Right, where is it? Got to be careful here what I'm showing. Right, so this is what I got from TikTok that first day that I got the violation, okay? So it was copyright, and it said strike one claimed by Leanne Feeley. So there we go. All right, guys. So also as well, that has added a strike on my IP address. So you get so many strikes on your IP address, you can't, I know it's mad in it, you can't access TikTok via the Wi-Fi at your house. So this is affecting my income due to being maliciously reported. So I have a counterclaim here because somebody is trying to, somebody's interfering with my job, with my living, you know. Yeah, so there we go. So the only person that is sabotaging people is her by doing what she's doing. And in a way, I'm glad she's doing it because less FYP pages are going to post her. No one's going to be screen recording. Nobody's going to be cam to in, and it's not going to push her content out. You know yourself, right? How many people, how many creators do you find on TikTok? So let's just use, I don't know, who can we use as an example? Thank you, Chloe. That Jasmine cooking with, you know that one, right? Oh, Sally, thank you for my favourite rodent gift ever. Mwah. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, my darling. So, let's use Jasmine for an example, right? How would any of us know about Jasmine? This is because all the screen recorder pages are posting them, which takes traffic to their pages, whether the video is negative or not. Thank you, Chloe, darling. Whether the video is negative or not, it's still bringing traffic to your room, right? And this is what is going to happen with, you know, Large March. Eventually, the FYP is going to dry up because I'm just saying this, so I'm just warning people, basically. So people aren't going to post her. She's going to get no traffic to her room. Right, so she's not doing herself any favours at all. She thinks she's doing something, but she isn't, you see. And what's going to happen is, it's just going to massively backfire. So the reason I'm showing you that is because I just want you all to be careful with your accounts and things like that. And you know, yesterday when I played that video and there was a filter, oh Nat, thank you for my teddy bear, darling. Thank you, Nat. Love you, darling. Thank you. So yesterday when I played the video, I wanted to do that just to see, thank you, Nat, darling, just to see if the filtered videos would work. So when I played that, I knew for a fact there could be a chance that I was going to lose my account, but I did it just to, so I was sat waiting basically, but obviously, you know, it failed, you know. So just, hello, my Alicia, just be careful when you are posting. All right, guys. Also, if you are a screen recorder page, block this account. And again, I'm going to take a massive risk here, but I want to help you guys, okay? Because this is the account that she's going around reporting on, right? Now, potentially, I'm going to get another ban for this, but I'm just doing it to help you out. All right, everyone? Because I don't want you to end up like me and other people. So if I go, I'm sorry. You don't want me to show it. Do you know what it is, guys? I just hate people being silenced. I hate it. Honestly, it really, really affects me. Nothing more than being silenced affects me so bad. Right, okay, so I'll just read the letters out. Make sure that you're blocking this account, everybody, okay? Right, where are we? Screen recorders, are you listening? Come to us, FYP hosts. I can't put a poll up. At. Right, you got that? Yeah, you got that at? Roots 444. Okay? Now you can type it in the comment section, right? But I can't pin it because I ain't got a pin yet. So that is the account so at the 3 letters, right? Roots 444. That is the account which is going around reporting, and this is where you're getting your strikes from that account reporting. Okay, guys? So make sure that you've got it back blocked. There you go. Yeah, we love TikTok shop around here. There you go, you see? And that is information that I've received, and this is why when I come live yesterday on this account, I ended my live and I blocked it because yeah. So make sure that you're blocking it, please. All right, guys. Yeah, Charlie Lima Alpha. Charlie Lima Alpha. I'll read it out again. Because I ain't having this for you all, guys. Where are we? 1 minute. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. At Roots, or one word, 444. Okay, there you go, everybody, you see. Now, with that being said, let's get on with the rest of the FYP. Ha ha. Right. There's so many videos today. Oh, Zach responds to misread.
But remember, guys, it's January and everyone's struggling. Let me just go to the toilet. And just, you know, I don't know what her issue is with me. I wasn't behind a hate campaign. It was the very woman that she sits with and compliments now and kisses the art.
Don't know what the problem is with me. Now, can I just say something, guys, right? I don't want to have back and forth with this person. This will probably be the last thing that I'll say today. And then I'm just not going to say anymore. What I want to say is, right, yes, some people I am okay with, okay? Purely because they come to me, not at a time when everybody was scrambling. They come to me at a genuine time and admitted what they did and said their sorries, okay? So it come from a genuine place, right? Now, me and Zach have had many conversations on the phone over the years, you know, since the whole cancellation thing. And many times we've had normal conversations, we've laughed and everything else. And, you know, yeah, we just had conversations, right? And then they have come back online and done the same thing. Thank you, Laura. So I've tried to move on, right? And I was happy to move on. Had this person have come to me with a genuine open heart from a genuine place when they last did, I would have probably said, okay, we can move on. We're not going to be best friends, but we can move on. But they only come to me because they were scrambling, because they fell out with somebody else, right? So had they have come to me before they fell out with this person and all that had happened, I would have happily have said, okay, you know? So for me, it didn't seem to come from a genuine place. And that is why we are here now. But I'll tell you what, I'm not going to do this year. This person can sit there, drag me, do whatever they want. I'm not having a back and forth. I want to opt out of this toxicity with this person. But I have tried. I've tried on so many of occasions to move on. Right? Like I say, I've been no angel, you know, my crimes, but I've come on and admitted and accepted responsibility. Now, like I say, with some people, like EQ and certain other individuals. The reason I'm able to move on is because they come to me from a genuine place and not because they wanted to save their own arses. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? And this is why it's so different. It's so different. So it's not that I want to bring this person down in any way. I never have done. Never have wanted to bring them down. I don't want them to be in a bad place mentally. You know, I don't want this for them, and that is the truth. Thank you, Jenny, because I've been there myself. I know what it's like, but we just cannot move on. I'm happy not to have a nasty back and forth and things like that, but they need to remember while they come to with me, while they're sat there, whether they say my hair's nice, I look tea and everything else, they've done the worst to me and said the worst to me. Like other people, but like I say, they've apologised, they've come from a genuine place, and I know it's from a genuine place and not from a place of trying to save your own bacon, you know. I'm not doing this for another year of back and forth. So like I say, sit there, say whatever you want, play the Pokemon theme tune, say I'm a mean girl, do whatever you want. I will not react after today. And I mean this, guys. Even if I'm all over the FYP and they've said this and said that, I'm not doing it. It's been years and years for me, this, guys. Years and years.
I never visualised abuse against your grandchild. That wasn't me. That was someone you're sat with right now. I never made your followers fall down and sat there watching with the audience, calling you a bit.
No, but what you did is you cheerleaded it. You sat there from the sidelines, laughing and everything else. You sat there from the sidelines. You sat there, bearing in mind that we have had, and I've got proof here in my phone, so many conversations off app. And you've come on and you've still cheerleaded it. You've still sat there and laughed about it and everything else, right? Bearing in mind that weeks prior, we've probably had a conversation and laughed on the phone. Do you know what I mean?
I merely just explained to the audience what a bar. I wasn't behind anything. So I merely gave EQ your address because you put me into a corner and I'll bite.
Exactly. Right? So we know that you did that anyway, and you've give other people's information out. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, so you bite. So you've sat there and you've, said horrendous things about my DV, you've doxed my address, you gave my address out, just so much. You was behind this campaign, and this is the last I'm going to say about it with other people. You was behind this campaign. And like I say, you sat there and you cheerleaded it all. Like I say, you come to me from a genuine place, I would have moved on.
So don't cry about it. Anyway, let's listen. You got to be so spiteful though, guys. Literally counting you. I wasn't even saying anything bad. We were just watching and listening to your opinion. That was literally it. I even said your hair looked amazing. You looked teen. You look good for your age. Like, that's not from a shitty place. That's like legit. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, why are you so spicy? Is it because none of you wanted me back because I get in the way?
I'm so spicy.
I'm not even plotting. I ain't got the energy to plot against anyone that had anything bad to say about me. I don't give a fuck. I'm thriving in my own way. I'll keep that pulse beat.
No, I mean, I'm not cancelled, darling.
No, I'm not cancelled either. I've been on the popular podium before I come off. I've been fucking on the dailies. Fucking 5 out of 7 days of the first week of 2026. I'm doing alright. I'm sober, I'm happy, I'm healthy. I mean, you're not cancelled, but you're sure as hell embarrassing and contradicting and hypocritical, that's for sure.
Oh, that's it! Play music over me so your audience...
And as for miraculous recovery, that's what happens when you get help and you take medication. Do you know what I mean? What did you want me to do? Swing from a chandelier or line a pool of blood? Just as the same as, you take your antidepressants, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Facts, actually. It's not antidepressants, it's anxiety medication. I'm not on antidepressants anymore. I'm on anxiety medication. But there was a time when I was on antidepressants. Yeah.
Occasion when things got bad.
Thank you,
and you
Panda.
came back still 10 times stronger. I didn't criticise you for that. So you're just criticising me for getting help and thriving, when in fact you just want me in the gutter because
No,
it
I don't.
benefits you.
No,
And it's content for you.
it's not
You know,
content
the
for
same
me
people that
at
sat
all
there.
because I don't play you on my show. There's 2.5k people. When do I ever play this man on my show? Thank you, Gene. Did I play any of his Thailand adventures? Have I played any of his meltdowns? Have I played any of the stuff that he said about me? You know, when he was in the whole Thailand era, I never play this guy. I never play him. So his downfall would not benefit me in any way because I don't play him. And I don't play him for a reason. Thank you, Mims.
Dragged me in my worst moments of last year and said, he needs help, he needs this, hope he sorts it. Then I saw it and you criticise that. You know, it's
not true.
That's a mean girl, Miss Red.
It's not
you
true.
You are a very mean girl.
No, I'm not.
You
You're
know?
the mean girl, mate.
I mean, it's already, we're day 12. You've already cried twice and cut your life. But then anyone says boo to you and you just take it back. Like, I'm not going to clap back and be a cunt, but you know?
Okay.
Like, I have a laugh with Luke on Cam 2, we Cam 2 EQ, we Cam 2 Corey. Like, you are the only one that moans about it because I don't know what fucking stick you've got up your backside.
So, exactly this. So, he just doesn't know what my problem is. No idea about what could possibly be my problem. Bearing in mind, you've all sat here and watched it. Right? So, with that being said, I'm glad that you're doing well. I'm very happy that you're doing well. I can see nothing's changed. Bearing in mind that you said you're not doing the toxicity and drama anymore. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, darling. I will not be having a back and forth with said individual for as long as I'm on this app. I will not do it again. So they can come to me, they can do whatever they want, say whatever they want, be in denial about the part that they've played. And we just stay moving forward, dear guys, all right? Because I'm not doing it in 2026. Like I say, I opt out. Thank you, Thomas. I genuinely want to move forwards. Like I always have done. Always genuinely wanted to move forwards. So, like I say, everybody else may have bought what you have sold them, but I don't. And that is my choice because of the experience that I've had with you. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. And the one thing is with me, I'm not going to be fake. I ain't going to say, yeah, I'm okay with this person, and I'm not. Just to satisfy you and the audience. Not doing it. Not for your ego. Not so, all our communities like each other again. Not doing it. I don't like you. And there's a reason I don't like you. Because you're spiteful, you're malicious, you're narcissistic, you're a pathological liar. And they are the reasons. And you will destroy anybody and anything to get exactly what you want. That's the big difference with me and you. Now that's all I've got to say. All right, guys. Anyway, moving on from that one. Oh, I know, and that's all I'm going to say. Like, he'll react to this later and do his funny commentary and, completely be in denial about the last couple of years. But I don't care because I know the truth and so do those around me know the truth. But I'm not doing this whole fake, we love each other, everything's sorted, it will never be sorted. Because when I tell you that this individual nearly ruined my life, that is the truth. I fought so hard to get out of the bad, depressed place that I was a couple of years ago during COVID when I had a genuine mental breakdown. Thank you, Chloe. Genuine mental breakdown. I fought so hard to get better for my family, for me, so I could live normal again. And then you put me right back there in 2023. And for that, I can never forgive you for. I would have, had you have come from a place of genuineness, but you never did. You never did. So, like I say, everybody else may sell what you give them and tell them on the phone, but I know the truth. So, well done. I'm glad you're doing better. I don't want to see you in the gutter. I just want you to leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Right, guys, let's move on from that. I've been a bit serious for the last 10 minutes and I just want to have fun on my FYP show. All right, guys? Yeah, I love you too, guys. I love you too. But I just want the fucker to leave me alone. That's it. You don't need to come to me. You don't need to say anything about me. There's a lot more people that you can speak about. Leave me alone. Right. So we have Spud Wars again, guys. Before we get into the drama, let's get into Spud Wars. You both mention each other. You're wrong, Deli. You're absolutely wrong there, darling. I was doing a natural scroll of the FYP the other day. I don't play this guy's videos. I was doing a natural scroll of the FYP. It's on the Observer's YouTube. And the live come up and I see that he was come to with me. So it's not a back and forth. So you're wrong there, darling. Don't tell me what I know and what thousands of people are witnessing. Don't come here and try and, just because the narrative suits you, don't come in and do that. Right. Anyway, guys, thank you, Donna. I know I don't, PJ. I don't. It's just like, some people that prefer and support other people want to come in and make themselves feel better by twisting the truth. There you go. We're going to go into Spud Wars. The Spud Wars don't end. I never thought in all the years on this planet Earth I'd see wars over potatoes. So let's just change the subject now, guys. Right, where are we? Here we go.
In Spud Bros, what was you doing if you was agreeing with me? So if I was glazing Spud Bros, does that make you not glazing Spud Bros as well? Because what I said was, I respect what they're doing. They're expanding, they're growing. They've got their own sacks of potatoes. They've got their own sauce. What did
potatoes?
You said we've been in Tamworth how many years and Dad hasn't even got another location?
I love you, Alicia.
Did you not say that? And by the way, there's nothing wrong with you saying that. I don't disagree with that. I agree with it. I also agree, Spudman being the biggest Spud creator at the time, he should have had his own sauce. He should have had his own potatoes. He should have had multiple locations.
Thank you,
he should have had Little Spud in another town centre, working as Spudman in another place, or as Little Spud. Did we not speak about that? Did you not tell me you want to do your own trailer? Did I not tell you I 100% support you? I think you're very good at what you do. Just stick by your dad
Love you too,
and he'll sort you out. Did we not have this conversation? So for you to...
Do you reckon these Spud entrepreneurs go to bed and they dream about potatoes? Potato! Thank you, Donna. It's mad, innit? How we're at war of potatoes. Like fighting over spuds. Can you imagine going to bed at night and the last thing that you're thinking about is potatoes? I was waiting for that, Alicia. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Jesus. I don't know who Spud Bay is. I've never heard of them. I've heard of Spud Brothers, Spud Man, obviously, because I'm from Tamworth. And ever since I was a kid, there's been a Spud van there. Obviously, it was Spud Man's dad. Do you know what I mean? And it's took over. But I've never heard of Spud Bay. I've never heard of them.
Come online.
Thank you, Adam.
Bro, explain, Spud Army. You explain why you unfollowed when you were supposed to be my little brother. I've never ever had a problem with you, bro. I told you, when you come here, we'll play football, we'll work together, we'll do things together. I've never ever had a problem with you or your dad, and I still don't. But your dad coming in there saying it's bullshit.
Mum and Dad's involved now. Thank you, Chloe.
And then when little Spud's coming in here and saying, you know what you're doing, bro? I don't rate using investment money and not owning anything. That's fair, bro. But what I'm saying is, forget social media, forget TikTok, and forget everyone watching. You look at me, look at my eyes, and you tell me, between me and you, have you ever had a problem with me? Have I ever had a problem with you? Did we we speak like I was your big brother and you was my younger brother? Did we not speak in that vibe? So one day, when I film a TikTok video with Spud Bros and you unfollow, like,
That's sour for
do you not understand that number one, that's sour, and number two, that's disrespectful, bro? I can't call you a little brother and you just unfollow me. I'm not like any of your people, bro. I'm different. If I'm calling you my little...
Let's pause it. Who are your four guys? Spud Bros or Spud Man? I don't know who this Spud Bay is. Spud Bay. Thank you, Vaughn, my diamond. Potato! Who are your four guys? You want a jacket potato? Love a jacket potato, darling. My go-to filling is mincemeat and cheese. Spud Man, let's see if we can get the chat going, and then what'll happen, guys, is the winner should appear as you type in. There you go, you see Spud Man. They are expensive though, guys. I know you have to think about your outgoings, ingoings and everything else, but it's not my fault that you got outgoings, ingoings, like paying £10 for a potato. Like, do you know, like back in the day? Thank you, Spudman. Sorry, not Spudman. It's because I'm reading that there on the screen. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Back in the day when, you know, I lived in town with him and went and got was fucking Spuds. I've got them on a brain now. It used to be £1.50 for a potato. You can make them yourself cheaper. How much is a bag of potatoes? 90p for 4 potatoes. Bag of mince, £2. Add a little gravy, a little bit of butter, bit of cheese. What are you talking? £3.50? Do it at home, darling. £10-11 for a potato. Piss off. Pulled pork and crispy. Oh, that sounds lovely. It's not the same. I think it is. I think it's just as nice. I do. What do you have in your potato? Tuna? Oh, darling. You like tuna, don't you, Bob, in your potato? He has tuna and red onion, does Simon. I'm like, oh, guys, I can't cope. Anyway,
brother, you're my little brother. I would help you. I will do whatever I can. As you knew, I was very, very respectful to all of you guys. Your dad, everyone working inside with you guys, there was no problem. But if I'm now being accused of glazing, did you not glaze as well then?
Glazing?
With me, that Spud Bros were doing really well with...
What's glazing? Sorry, I'm not into all this Spud lingo. Does anyone know what glazing is? Yeah, it's elite. Simon loves it. I don't. What is glazing, guys? Please, somebody tell me. Adding butter. Let me ask Google. Windows. Sorry. Let me just type it in. I need to know. What's glazing a jacket potato? So here we go, guys. For those of you who don't know, you're going to learn something new here today. Glazing a jacket potato is not standard or a traditional term. However, it usually applies to shining, often sweet or savoury. So do you know, like you glaze ribs? Do you know, like you put something on ribs or chicken, you put like a coating on? So they're talking about glazing the potato, which sounds really nice actually, doesn't it? You know, the skin, the ass. Fuck, I can't believe I'm speaking about fucking glazing.
Making their brand a global brand, and you agreeing with me, does that not make you glazing them also? I don't understand. Does it? Yes or no? I don't understand why the replies are so slow, bro. Tell me.
Maybe Dan just caught the end of the chat, so he said bullshit.
No, it doesn't matter because I've explained to him. I've said to him, I've explained the whole thing again, and he's not responded.
Glazing? What? Someone just said in the comment section that glazing is like gaslighting. Sorry. He's not talking about glazing potatoes. He means too many compliments at others. I don't get it. It's not about the potatoes. It's nothing to do... Oh! Urban Dictionary. Oh, okay. I get you now. So, like, glazing means, like... Angie. So, look, it don't take a lot to confuse me. But basically, like, glazing, like bigging up summer, bigging up in Urban Dictionary, bigging up, big glazing. What are you glazing for? So it doesn't mean that you're adding something spicy to the potato. Ah, okay.
It's bullshit, bro. I don't like it when someone comes in here and talking shit. Like, bro, you gotta speak the facts. You understand? Like, I'm telling you, I respect you and your dad. I've got no problem. And then you guys are coming in and acting like I'm talking shit.
I never had.
Bro, never ever. I will still back you guys, even now. Even if we had a mad exchange and we argued with each other, I will still back your dad and still say, man's on dialysis every day and he still wakes up at 6 a.m. every morning.
I know! We've got wars going on. We've got TikTok wars going on, you know, worldwide hunger and you name it, we got it going on. Apparently aliens in the Antarctic, people waddling like penguins so they don't slip over in the ice, and your mans are arguing over fucking potatoes. There's room for everybody, right? I just can't cope with the pettiness. Then again, I'm not a potato seller. Thank you, Han.
That's rough.
I will still respect that because I genuinely
Thank you,
respect
TikTok's
that.
knows to be out. Thank you,
I don't
Joe.
care about who's watching. I don't care. I'm me, bro. I'm genuine. You
Good
know
man,
me.
then.
You've said this to me before, bro. You just speak it how
I
it
know,
is.
teacher.
You know what I'm saying? So for you to come on here and message me, oh, tell me what about Spud.
I don't care. Piss off. I don't care about potatoes. Thank you, Kate. I'm not talking about potatoes anymore, guys. Sorry. Not doing it. Right, what's this one got to say? The anti-TikToker, who is very biased, by the way. I've got to say that. The anti-TikToker, there's certain areas of TikTok which he would prefer other than other areas. The areas that I am talking about is like our side, people would deem the click, right? So what I think is with this anti-TikToker, he's very biased because he doesn't cover a majority, or he doesn't cover people he likes, basically. So he's from the Pockers side of TikTok, all right, guys? Yeah, Pockers and John in the middle of the ocean. But he's not keen on, like, me and Luke and Alex and now the Blaster and Chippy. So let's see what he's got to say.
Welcome back, boys and girls. So the topic of today is it appropriate for women to reveal the top half of themselves online on a 13 plus app? And I think you already know where I'm going to go with this. So
yeah, we know where you're going to go.
Is the answer to that the Blaster? It is not appropriate.
Are people still talking about when the Blaster showed a bit of cliverage? Please tell me now, this isn't what this man is going on about. Is this what he's talking about? Have I missed a segment? Right, so let me tell you now, right? If a woman wants to show a little bit of cleavage, it is normal. You get mothers that are nursing out in public, right? They're nursing the newborn babies, okay? A little bit of cleavage for a woman is a natural thing, and you, my darling, think you're doing something here, but what you're doing is you're shaming women for their body parts. That is what you are doing. What gives you the right to sit there and say and pull a woman just because she's got a voluptuous set, right? Did she expose the burger nips? Did she expose them, or did she just show a little bit of cleavage? To show scars. So basically, she was showing scars. Okay, so she was normalising, because she went through breast cancer, didn't she? So she was normalising showing scars. There we go. So she is embracing what she went through, and she was showing women that that are potentially going through the same thing. So in a way, inspiring, right? Inspiring. Because I'm sorry, when I've seen people that have gone through breast cancer and they're showing the scar and things like that, I find it empowering. The fact that she's beaten such a deadly disease, and also men get it as well. You know, it's not just something that happens with women. Many men have got it. Who do you think you are that you can sit there and say this? So I haven't watched this. I got shared this. Please don't tell me he's trying to insinuate that she's a wrong gun. Who is he? Basically, he's a busybody that is biased. There's certain people on TikTok that he doesn't like and he only makes videos about them but ignores everything else.
For you to
Thank you,
reveal
Big
yourself midday on a 13 plus app, and with no 18 plus warnings or anything around your chat, then I'd just assume that you haven't got the 18 plus box ticked so that minors are able to come into your chat. And also what you've now done is opened yourself up to a bigger part of the app. Is that your intent? Is
yeah,
this
her lights
an
off.
FYP? Is this
Yeah, she was on 18
gathering
plus.
in order
Okay.
so you can perpetrate some type of group? I don't know. I really can't see where you're going that you think that revealing yourself online on a 13 plus app is appropriate. And can I just say, I think it's quite frankly highly inappropriate. I really do. I think this type of behaviour needs nipping in the bud really, really quick, and being talked about as well, because there's too much trying to sexualise our kids young on the internet as it is already. Let's stop this trend. It's highly inappropriate. And also the subject matter, if it's true that you've had a double mastectomy, I've had loads of family members go through this, so I'm well aware
Thank you,
of all
Nicola.
this. I'm really surprised that you were so open to do it and there wasn't really no stopping you, which is odd to me. So it must be being used as an alternative motive. And let's just say
Wow.
this thing with Chippy as well. You
Wow.
two are best mates, so I can only assume you've got something in common
Dangerous.
to do with the mind. So Chippy, let's move on from that. So questions.
Do you see where he's going with this? So he's got the blaster, and now it's Chippy's turn. This is nothing to do. This man hasn't got a problem with what he believes in his head the blaster has done, right? I wish I had boxes too, Alicia. I wish I had the boxes today. So he hasn't got a problem with really what the blaster did, because now he's moving on to Chippy. His problem is with the people that he doesn't like. So he's finding, you know, let's just use, let's say Alex did something, and then somebody that he liked potentially do the same thing. He would only pull up the person that he didn't like, and the person that he does like gets a pass. Do you get what I'm saying? He wants attention and he's getting it. Well, he can have all the attention, guys. He can have all the attention. Really thinks he's doing something, but he's just picking on people that he doesn't like, really. Because you don't see any video, you don't see nothing on there about, let's say, Zach, Corey. If, you know, you don't see anything about people's behaviours that he likes, only the people that he dislikes, right?
Get down in the comment section, let me know what you think of
Thank
the
you,
blaster
Kim.
and how either appropriate or inappropriate it is. I think inappropriate it is to do that on the app. Moving forward to Chippy. Chippy has said some really stupid shit. So this is
Chippy's turn
for
now.
people that obviously want to safeguard their children in this regard. There are apps that you can look on that show you exactly what your child's doing.
Thank you,
At no
Jenna.
point up to 16 can you invade their privacy because you're sole responsible for their safety. So online opens people up.
I
because
know, exactly that, TJ.
People can
Missing
just
a
do
mallet in a
random shit at
cave.
random times, no matter what age they are, right? So that was bound to happen if you're letting kids have.
Yeah, exactly that. Kids need privacy. Like I say, I mean, at 13, you know, you're still classed as a child, right? You're still classed as a child. However, 13-year-olds are a lot more mature now mentally than what we was back in the day, than when I was 13, 10 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Like now, they know so much because of social media, movies, video games, music, way of life, school, playgrounds. There's nothing that a 13-year-old doesn't know now, you know? So they are a lot more older mentally. They know a little bit more, you know, of the world than what we would have done back in the day. And you can't police teenagers 24/7. Because do you think I could get my phone off my daughter when she was 13? Absolutely not. There is no way. She would have flushed it down the toilet before I asked for her phone. It's something called giving your children leeway and handing them the responsibility that you can trust them. You know, you have to kind of like have a little bit of trust in child unless they're showing signs that they're up to something's going on. Then you kind of like, you have to step in. Exactly perfect parent club. Yeah, exactly. It's all about trust and letting them make mistakes, and if they mess up, you're there. But like I say, Chippy's only getting dragged because this guy doesn't like Chippy, because I'll be honest with you, what Chippy's lad did isn't a reflection on Chippy. Chippy did nothing wrong. The man went to bed and his teenager was up, like teenagers are. But again, jumping on hate campaigns, trying to get your 10p's worth in because you don't like Chippy. Painting Chippy out to be a madman. When in hindsight, what the guy is a single dad trying to do his fucking best. And you got cavemen like you trying to tear him down. Thank you, Tina. Because God forbid, I hope you're not a single parent, mate.
Mobile devices. So why don't you stop? You said you got a tracker on, which I find really odd. I find like it should be the opposite way around. You should have.
No.
You should be able to look what you.
I've got, my children are adults. I've got a tracker on my kids. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Toxic, my darling. I've got a tracker on my kids. All of them. I'll show you right now. I've got Life 360. I know where all my kids are at all moments. Well, it's got addresses on, so I can't show you, but I've got Life 360 here. I've got my 2 older daughters on there. My son, my son did take me off, to be honest, because I was heavily tracking his movements. But joking aside, I've got my daughters on there. Morning, Dave. So that... well, he's always late. He's always late. If he says he's going to be here, I want you here at the time you're going to say you're here, do you know what I mean? And I'm tracking him down on the fence. I said, where are you? He said, I'm at home. I said, no, you're not. He said, here I am, Mum. I said, no, you ain't. I can see where you are. You're in town. What are you lying to me for? Sorry, Mum. I just had to stop and do something for Neve while I come. I said, so you put your girlfriend first before visiting me, and I'm sat here waiting to eat. So then, you know, 3 strikes and I'm out. But I was joking aside, I know where my daughters are at all time, and I wouldn't have it any other way, and neither would they. So when my daughter goes out on a night out, right, I know where she is at every moment. And one day, one time, you never know genuinely if you're going to need that, God forbid, but I've got that peace of mind. They know where the fuck I am too. One time, right, yeah, we're going into story time. One time, my daughter rang me She said, Mum, where are you? I said, I'm out. She said, well, I said, I'm not telling you, leave me alone. 20 minutes later, she's behind me in boots. She tracked me down. And I think this is brilliant for safety, especially when you got daughters. That is a gospel story. She was fucking stood behind me in was it Boots? Yeah, it was Boots. I was at the Mac counter. She went, right, Mum, the fuck you did find me? Where you come from? The tracker? I went, fuck's sake. Then I had to take her to the pub then and buy her a meal with us, do you know what I mean? But when she goes out on a Saturday night, I know exactly what location she's in, what time she got there, because God forbid she ever gets into trouble, I'm going to be fucking there. Be there in 5 minutes.
Kids doing, but tracking them, I find that a little bit strange.
Oh, piss off. No, it's not strange. We give birth to them. We will do what we want with our children. And if I want to track down my kids, I'm going to fucking track them down. And there ain't nobody that's telling me no different. If you think I'm a weirdo, then I'm a weirdo for tracking my children's every movements. Yes.
Issue there at some point, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the stupidity that you think that somehow you're not responsible for your kids' safety because you might be intruding in their privacy. That is the biggest load of horse shit that I've ever heard.
No, it's not.
Get your son's app, put on and download one of those apps where you're able to see what he's doing on his mobile phone.
No.
And safeguard. Half of this is about...
You cannot do that with teenagers. Because they're at the age where they're speaking to boys, they're speaking to girls, right? Children, yes. Especially the kids that, you know, are on social media, they're doing the Roblox and things like that. They're on YouTube, do you know what I mean? Yes, you monitor your little children. But when they're teenagers, they've got adult mentality. They're not, you know, quite there yet. But they're just getting into being into boys and girls, and they're having these little conversations, you know, with, you know, kids at school. You have to respect your teenage child's privacy, because had I have gone through my daughter's phone, she would have been mortified and I would have been embarrassed as well. And you don't want to put that on your kids. Sorry, I still think you have to give your children some boundaries and some responsibility and let them have their privacy. Do you know what my mum did once, right? I was about 14, 15, and I got given this diary, and I used to write in this diary everything. I used to write everything in this diary. And my mum broke the lock off my diary and read my diary. And I swear to God, this is a gospel true story. My mum broke the lock off and read my diary. And you can imagine what was in that diary, you know, and, you know, doing things with boys. And I writ it all in there. And she invaded my privacy. And that has never left me to this day. The fact that, and she used, and that she told me off for the stuff and grounded me for the stuff that was in the diary. Children, like adults, should be entitled to privacy. And if you don't give them that, then you'll just push them away. It is wrong. It's so wrong. And that's why I couldn't wait to leave the house at 16. And I ran straight into the arms of, well, you know my story. I will always advise any parent to kind of like let them have their privacy. If you suspect something, it's a different situation. Who agrees with me, guys? You don't have to agree. I know we're all different. Thank you, Buffy.
You have to safeguard, Chippy. So why don't you adapt that to your real life instead of just pretending it online?
Who the fuck does this guy think he is?
Full stopping it there. I think that's enough said. I'm going to be back.
I think you've said too much.
Topics I'd like to talk about. I've got an awareness coming soon. There's someone that previously has been on my awareness page that has come back full force, and it's a point easy to be proven. So I'm going to come on and I'm going to do that, I think, next week.
Exactly, cockapoo.
I'm going to be at John's, so I'll be on live on Saturday this week. I really look forward to it.
No one fucking cares. No one cares. Leave people alone. Stop telling people how to parent. It's down to each and every individual parent how they want to parent, and you have no right telling a grown man how to raise their child, right? It's down to every individual parent what they want to do and how they choose to go about doing things. But in my opinion, if you give your children a little bit of respect, a little bit of responsibility, they usually don't end up doing bad things. It's when you mollycoddle them, you know, wrap them in cotton wool, that 9 times out of 10 they're just like caged animals and they want to break free and they get up to bad stuff. That is just my opinion. And let me tell you, the reason I can say that is because I was one of them kids that, you know, I wasn't allowed to do it. I got grounded at 16 for smoking. I had to be in, you know, at the weekends at 8 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Do you know what I mean? I rebelled big time. The minute I turned 16 and I got grounded for having the cigarettes, I ran straight to somebody else. And I was in a worse situation. See? Right, let's move on from this donut. Councillor State Nat jumps into Scouse Slayer's box and they both ask you out. Drama.
Hi.
Yeah, menace, weren't you?
The reason why I am not coming for anyone except from you. Okay. You're an absolute hypocrite. You go for people every day. You bully CLA on the daily. You do 10 videos of her a day. It's not normal. It is bullying, right? I've been through it myself where I have someone bullying me for months and months
really
and months.
Tracy.
You do not realise what you're doing to people's mental health, right? You go on about people getting gifts. You are jealous. Why do you have your gifts on? Why don't you turn your gifts off? Because I don't have to. But at the end of the day, you're coming at people every day for having the gifts on. Every day when you come online. No, I'm not. Listen, let me speak. Every day when you come online, you say gifting is not an obligation, but it is appreciated.
So, who is Scouse speaking to? So, Scouse Slayer, we know that, you know, there's been times where she's received criticism from CLA's. I love TikTok Shop. Oh, God. I've done it again. I'm not restart. Clover, I can't help it. I can't help it. Sorry. I love TikTok Shop. God's sake, I'm sick to death of this. So anyway, the Large Marge army has come after and Large Marge's friends because obviously Scouse Slayer is doing videos of CLA. I've had my opinion with the Scouse Slayer one. I've told her stop doing the videos, just stick to your FYP because then it does come across as antagonistic, right? However, I've no problem with Scouse Slayer. You know, there's no problems around here. But this Council Estate Nat is obviously got to be in a bonnet about the Scouse Slayer. And if Scouse Slayer's having all these opinions, she's got to expect people to have opinions back on her and handle it, you know, like a G, basically. I said it again. I can't help it. I'm going to get another life taken down. Yes, I know, Large Marge. I know.
So you do accept gifts, right?
I'll just say Marge.
No, listen, I'm not jealous of anyone. People call me a bully. The only person I'm coming for is you. I'm not coming for anyone else. You do sometimes you do 10 videos of CLA a day. It's weird. No, at the end of the day, yeah, some of CLA's behaviours are questionable. I'm not saying they're not, right? But you do not...
Council Estate Nat, respectfully, there's many people that their content is about Marge, Large Marge, right? So you can't just go with one individual for this because they have been highlighted recently for having a lot to say about Marge. You know, there's so many people on TikTok that do the same thing. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like because Scouse Slayer has had a lot of heat at the minute, right? Has kind of like jumped on it, and like I say, no disrespect to this person, it's TikTok, you know, it's what people do. But Scouse Slayer isn't the only one. I just think recently, because she's had a bit of heat with it, I think this is why, you know, this and that one, I don't know who this and that is, is going at Scouse Slayer. So basically, Scouse Slayer is building a platform off FYP and, you know, the whole CLA daily thing, you know, talking about her updates and things. Now, this council estate Nat has seen something there which would benefit her platform to go at Scouse Slayer. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's going about it every fucking day.
I said it again.
At the end of the day, TikTok is a platform.
I love TikTok Shop. Sorry!
I don't agree with what you do. I think you're a hypocrite. I'm not scared to come in your box. I don't care. I'm going to keep going till you stop doing what you're doing. It's wrong what you're doing.
You keep going because all you're doing is promoting my page. You do realise
I don't really care because you're promoting
Morning,
me. 'Cause at the
Joanna.
end
I
of the
can't
day, there's a
restart,
lot of people that don't
guys.
like you. Trust me.
I don't care. I'm not here for people to like me.
At the end of the day, and I'm not bringing kids into it, but I have seen videos where you have said actually really indecent things in front of your
I know,
children
Steph.
about a man's bits down below.
Nope.
I just think you're an absolute bully.
You're the bully.
You're doing this for
You've
clout.
been to nothing but talking,
Thank
so I am
you,
going to talk
Toxic
now, okay? But this is my
Manifest.
life. All you're doing is talking now, and you've not given me a minute to say anything. So I'm going to mute you, and I'm going to have my say, okay? I get that you don't like me. Yes, I'm a hypocrite, but guess what? I've never once dragged anyone's appearance, weight, religious, anything like that. But you've sat there and you've multiple times sat there, dragged my appearance, dragged my
Thank you, all
weight.
the drama.
You're sticking up for CLA, right? Who sat there and mocked somebody who's got cancer.
Yeah,
mocked
true.
somebody who's
True.
got disabled-
Sorry, I can't
disabled
disagree with
babies,
this.
saying that they shouldn't have them. They've mocked 9/11. You have got no room to come for me.
I'm sorry. Factual.
End of story.
Right, let's pause Scouse a minute. If I agree with her completely there, because I do think Scouse Slayer does get a lot of hate where her weight's concerned and things like that. You know, she does get she does. You can't deny that. I've seen it myself. And when we didn't get on, I did participate in the Cake Slayer thing myself. Do you know what I mean? Which was wrong. But she does get a hard time with, you know, people going at her looks and stuff like that. So, and don't be writing it in the comment section, guys. We're going to be better here, right? But what she's just said about CLA is factual. You can't expect a live streamer, creator, to come on the app, say everything that they have said, right? I've done it again. Right, just let me get a piece of paper, guys. I've done it again. I'm just not going to work out on here, am I? I'm just going to get one account after another account gone. Right, everybody come back. Sorry, guys.